The anthem as performed by senior members of the chamber choir under the direction of Rebecca Murphy. You may be seated. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the Kirksville High School class of 2021. Today, we celebrate the accomplishments of our seniors, and we also celebrate them beginning a new chapter in their lives. At this time, I'd like to give a friendly reminder to silence cell phones, refrain from inappropriate behavior, and not to enter the area where the seniors are seated. It's my privilege to introduce Superintendent Robert Webb for some opening remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Best. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I am grateful that we're able to be outside, and you know the weather has been one of those challenges this year, like many other things that we've dealt with. But obviously, we're here to congratulate the class and all of these students who've made it to this huge milestone in their life. But I also hope that we take some time and show some appreciation for three other groups of people. In the first group, I'd like to ask them to stand. They are a group that many of the graduates may not even know. They work behind the scenes, and they, like you, have had a pretty interesting last year. So would the members of the school board please stand? I'd like you to help me thank them for their tireless efforts. Thank you. There's another group that I would also like to ask any of them who are here to stand. They were with some of these kids, I still call them, since when some of them were probably in the Early Childhood Learning Center. So if there are any teachers or other staff members who are here that worked with these kids at any time over the last 13 or 14 years, would you also please stand? And then the last group, and these are ones that really are a big reason why these particular young adults have made it this far. They're the people that were with them every day, even sometimes when you probably felt like pushing them away. But would all the parents of these children, these students, please stand? And again, thank you all for being here. Those of you who are family and other friends, recognizing that the accomplishments of this group of students is very, very worth the effort that they put in. I'm sure that all of us would like our lives to be like a calm pool of water, calm and very few ripples on the top, and with very few things to disturb us. But once in a while something happens, or someone happens that walks by our pool, drops a little pebble on the edge, and there's a little bit of ripple. Now those ripples on the edge are not quite so bad. They're easy to understand and manage. But occasionally, sometimes a mountain-sized stone gets dropped right next to us in the center where we're standing. And that to me is like what happened this last year, that COVID was a mountain-sized stone. And how we have chosen, how you choose to react to the ripples that have been caused by COVID is your choice to make. All of us can find peace knowing that it's interesting to me that no matter how big that splash is, it can drown us, or, especially if we're not prepared, it can cause us a long time concern. But how we are prepared, the truths that we have, the things that you center your life on, can help you do what happens after that stone splash. If you think about it, the first place where the calmness happens is right in the center, where that rock first dropped. So you have the opportunity to go forth, my friends, and make that choice. You look at the truths that people have shared with you and make a better, happier life for you and your families. Congratulations on this day and forward. Thank you.
I'd like to call the senior members of the Chamber Choir forward to perform their final song, Goodbye for Now. This song was written by a Kirksville graduate, Jay, while he was a student at Kirksville High School. Senior band members, if you guys move to your positions as well, their final song will be Old Scottish Melody under the direction of Ed Hudson, and they'll begin when the choir members have concluded. While we're waiting for graduates to get back in their seats, I do want to point out the piano accompaniment on the choir song. It was Ben Vazana, who is a Kirksville senior, playing that. So, very talented group we've got this year. At this point, we'd like to recognize our top honor students and the winner of the KHS Tiger Award. Each year, the teachers of Kirksville High School vote to bestow the Tiger Award on the student who we believe best symbolizes what Kirksville High School stands for. We were looking for a student who works hard every day to fulfill their potential and who used their experience in Kirksville schools to create new opportunities for themselves. We wanted someone who loves their school, demonstrates pride, and strives to do the right thing even when no one is watching. With this in mind, the winner of the 2021 Tiger Award is Mr. Jacob Spray. Jacob, please come forward. That trophy there is just to give Jacob a reminder of how proud we are of him. Ability to find your seat wasn't one of the criteria. He still deserves it. Our top honor students are as follows. Will Jocelyn Grego and her parents, Lori and Manuel Grego, please rise? Jocelyn, you're recognized as fourth honor in the class of 2021. Congratulations. Will Evan Abashan and his parents, Tim and Elizabeth Abashan, please rise? Evan, you're recognized as third honor in the class of 2021. Congratulations. Brennan Degenhart, please approach the stage while your parents, Nancy Sanders and Brian Degenhart, stand. Brennan, as salutatorian, you'll receive a medal, certificate, and have a seal attached to your diploma. Congratulations. Greenlee Rigby, please approach the stage while your parents, Pat and Dana Rigby, stand. Greenlee, as valedictorian, you'll receive a medal, certificate, and have a seal attached to your diploma. Congratulations. The podium is now open for remarks from our salutatorian and valedictorian.
Hello, my name is Brennan Degenhart, and I'm not going to lie, I did not plan to come to this ceremony until I found out that I might be giving a speech, which, as you can see, is happening. So, to all of you seniors who are extremely bored or uninterested in being here, I understand. You are not alone. And to all seniors who are happy to be at this ceremony, who are you? I don't know anybody who is a senior who seriously enjoys these events, but that does get at something that I've been thinking about, which is that the people who are excited to be sitting here are not waiting for their name to be called. They're waiting for their students' names to be called, for their child or their sibling or friend's name to be called. We seniors could just as well receive our diplomas in the mail, but we are here. And why? Well, it's for you, for our teachers, our parents, our siblings, and our friends. I will pause for a moment to say that there may be a few seniors out there who are so elated to be here, and all I have to say to you is, good for you. With that said, I'm actually not too happy to be graduating personally. I'm kind of terrified. I have no plans for next year, no college, no job, and I want that to be abundantly clear. No plans at all. I'm sure many of you are in the same position as me, and I just want you to know that the salutatorian of your graduating class also has no clue. I think there is some merit in just figuring out as you go, but for me that often means putting off any legitimate planning until the last minute when it's probably too late anyway. So I really do hope it's a comfort to you that I'm in the same boat, because I am. I've been getting congratulations since I found out that I'm salutatorian, and not to discount that, but it's really quite odd. I'm not entirely sure what I think about it, other than that I feel like I've been put up on some pedestal that I don't really belong on. We are all here today, graduating and receiving a diploma that will start the rest of our lives, and somehow mine is more meaningful, more well-deserved. I'm not sure if you can tell yet, but I really am just some guy. There's no real qualification for me to be giving this speech. I personally know about 50 people sitting out there who could be doing a way better job than me. But I find myself thinking that this moment is not meant to be more special for any one of us, that we are all complete equals today, even if I am one of two seniors who gets to stand up here. I mean, really, what does it mean for me to stand up here? I could preach to you about how it only took hard work to get here and say that any of you could make something similar happen in your futures, but I would be lying. I am going to say that it took a lot of privilege for me to get here. I've never needed to fill out a need-based scholarship form, or been unable to do schoolwork at home because of lack of Wi-Fi or another environmental problem. My classes are all taught in my native language. I've never had to drop an extracurricular to work or had to put a job before school. I've never left school for my mental health or for rehab. And that's what it means for me to stand up here. As soon as this ceremony's over, my GPA will lose a lot of meaning, and I will get a couple pats on the back about the accomplishment I made. And while yes, I did work hard, some of you deserve 10 times as much praise for just being here. And that's all that matters, that you're here. So, seniors, please take a moment to thank your teachers, counselors, your principal, and anyone else who helped you get here. This year has not been very poggers, but we made it. And as scared as I am to leave, I would be much more scared to stay. So, thank you.
Thank you, Brennan. That was great. Friends, family, and loved ones, we are gathered here today to celebrate the accomplishments of Kirksville High School's 2021 graduating class. Please help me in congratulating their success. Our class, in countless ways, has grown up together. We pulled through the thick and thin. Memories are something that will always bring us together. As we gather one last time as a class, we should take the time to reminisce on the time we had. For many of us, primary school was a blur of recess, learning essential skills, and making friends. We learned how to behave in social situations, experienced the structure of school for the first time, and rallied together to meet goals. I remember people holding hands with their boyfriend or girlfriend on the slide. We truly didn't know anything about love, but I would definitely tell you a different story back then. As an 8-year-old, I could confidently tell you I had my love life figured out. Then, as we moved on to elementary school, we had monthly assemblies, took AR tests, and studied new subjects we didn't know existed. As we navigated this new world, our identities began to take shape. The skills developed during this time would carry us over into middle school. Middle school is where our lives began to really take shape. Going in, we were children, and by the time we passed on to high school, we had a firmer sense of who we were. Some of our fondest memories were when the inflatable bungee run broke on the last day of school, or when we experimented with birds in science class. By far, the most important milestone in our education was high school. I remember going into high school not knowing what to expect. It all seemed so scary and new, as I'm sure some of you felt too. Some of our memories together are decorating halls for homecoming, attending prom in July or June, or perhaps randomly shouting, "Yee yee," in the hallways. No matter what you took away from high school, take some time to soak in the memories. As we move on to the next step in our lives, you will use the skills learned in school. Maybe you won't use the algebra or need to know the 25th President of the United States, but you will recall information, apply problem-solving skills, and conceptualize solutions. As we recall memories, it's important to also think what lessons we learned over the past 13 years. It's no secret that my high school experience was untraditional, and I can proudly say that I am a Moberly Area Community College graduate. Through my personal journey, I have learned the importance of independence and taking my own path. You will have the opportunity to become anything you desire to be. No matter what people think, always put your needs and priorities first. No matter how far-fetched your dreams may seem, pursue them. Nothing you want is out of reach if you work hard enough. In the words of Maya Angelou, nothing can dim the light that shines from within. As we move on to the next stage of our life, I hope you are able to create your own identity and follow your dreams. If there's one thing to take away from today is this: always thank those who have helped you achieve your goals. First, I want to thank the teachers who have supported us through the past 13 years of our life. Without your help, we wouldn't have been able to make it this far. Next, I want to thank the school board for their service to our school district. They truly are the engine that keeps it running. I appreciate you all for doing this. The counselors, office staff, and principals of our school district have constantly fought for us to succeed. I am grateful for everyone who made this day possible. The last people who I would like to thank are my parents. Growing up, they told me to touch the stars. They have always been my biggest inspiration. I would not be on the stage without their love and support of my dreams. I owe all of my accomplishments to them. My mom taught me independence, always appreciate the little things in life, and stand up for myself. My dad taught me how to analyze and solve problems, to never take anything for granted, and ask questions. They will forever be my biggest cheerleaders. Following this ceremony, I challenge you to personally thank those who made this day possible and tell them how much they have influenced your life. Please help me in thanking our parents and guardians that helped make this day possible. To conclude my speech today, I wanted to leave you with 5 points of advice. Number 1, procrastinating is never a good idea. Number 2, people will never what clothes you wore or what your hair looked like. They will remember what impression they made on them. Number 3, focus on the factors you can control. Don't put yourself under unnecessary stress. Number 4, keep in touch with your family. They love you so much, so don't leave them behind. Number 5, never forget where you came from. Kirksville may be a small town, but it has given us an education, memories, and a place to grow from. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations, graduates.
Will the graduating class of 2021 please stand? Mr. Webb, as principal of Kirksville High School, I'm proud to present the 127th graduating class of Kirksville High School. Each student here has fulfilled all state and local requirements and is eligible to receive a KHS diploma. Prior to beginning announcing our graduates' names, we ask that everyone hold your applause and remain seated until all graduates have received their diplomas. First row, please approach the stage. Remaining graduates can be seated. Ashton William Alexander. Kaylee Rayanne April. Evan Philip Abishon. Kayla Yvonne Babcock. Isaiah Michael Bailey. Morgan Paige Baker. Kira Lee Barker. Aristote Lena Bontatu. Patty Zoe Burke. Mallory Jean Birch. Zachary James Blanky. Logan David Blicken. Madison Sue Brewer. Cody Daniel Broach. Eva Marie Buck.
Yeah, Bucky!
Nathan Wyatt Bundridge. Brock Douglas Burchett. Damian Gregory Calhoun. Austin Antonio Cameron. Firdaus Asadullah Caples. Olivia Lee Chapman. Angela Chin. Simon Chin. Jacob Dylan Chrisman. Kaylin Leslie Chrisman. Braxton Clark. Noah Patrick Copeland. Devin Elise Corbett. Pierce Barton Crawford. Addie Friffo. Audrey Grace Danielson. Alexander Wayne Dawson. Brennan James Degenhardt. Hope Alexandra DeLue. Jacob Ruan Doman. Jasmine Alexis Donwan. Taylor Marie Durham. Jaron A. Edwards.
Way to go, Jared!
Allison Marie Elsie. Bryce Zachary Ensign. Lane Michael Feeney. Jonna June Finch.
Way to go, Jonna!
Hayden Lee Ferguson. Jonna June Finch.
Woo!
Matthew James Forker. Glor Lucetti Biampaza Hulu. Tyler Dwayne Garrett. Frederick James Garvey. Isaiah James Gatlin. Gracie Mariah Gephardt. Aiden Scott Gangler. Jocelyn Ann George. Aries Mitchell Gill. Tristan Tate Gillespie. Madison Renee Gordy. Samantha Nicole Grant. Jenna Catherine Gugrich. Jocelyn Paige Grego. Devin Eldon Michael Grissom. Morgan Melinda Patricia Grissom. Tyler Christine Schofield Hagen. Elizabeth Ann Hamlin. Cadence Lynn Hanson. Tiger Jade Hazlitt. Eric Joseph Heckert. Pamela Grace Hickman. Noah Christopher Higgins. Cameron Kaylee Hines. Matthew James Holzmeyer. Logan Chase Homer. Garrett Clark Houston. Shayna Lane Jacobs. Waylon Dean Johnson. Robbie Ebba Shawnee Capetta. Oneida Janice Oliete Katudi. Cole Rodell Kelsall. Ethan Isaiah Kemp. Dylan Thomas Kinney. Addison Lynn Labette. Jennifer Aaron Lamp. Skylar Kinsey Lawrence. Jaron Isaiah Lee. Quentin Daniel Lee. Ketsia Yangudi Lubaki. Sil Ndai Lukalu. Trenton Andrew Mays. Christopher Scott Marshall. Terry Marlene Martin. Hunter Joseph Maximachek. Haley Corinne McCarty. Ashley Marie McFarland. Hayden Ryan McKim. Brooke Lynn Meeker. Victoria Ann Myers. Emily Lurie Middleton. Lacey Jade Mahalovich. Lillian Jewel Miller. Afton Renee Morgenstern. Kyle Paul Morgenstern. Chris Kiese Mukatu. Christian Zola Mukatu. Jaden Aline Murphy. Lydia Marie Nelson. Andrew Thomas Noger. Caleb Nugent. Shida Marcia Obili. Clinton Lee Parks Jr. Madison Grace Payne. Morgan Emily Payne. Dalton Dwight Pearson. Trenton Pearson. Grace Irene Peck. Tyson Lee Perry. Bo Edward Peterson.
Way to go, Bo!
Braden Lucas Phillips. Riley Ann Phillips. Mackenzie Denise Pittman. Marissa Faith Powers. Ethan Jasper Proctor. Genevieve Willow Courier. Patrick Stephen Ranson. Cambria Autumn Reed. Abigail Adriana Rushell.
Yep!
Greenlee Cheryl Rigby. Kylie Ann Rogers. Mercedes Lane Ruggles. Addison Grace Rummerfield. Donald Philip Ryan. Audrey Lauren Sandifer. Madison Olivia Sayer. Connor James Scarce. Luciana Lavon Scuderi. Fatima Shafiq. Allison Elaine Shipley. Chandler Joshua Shuey. Madison Mackenzie Sizemore. Kerrigan Alyssa Skiba. Jacob Robert Skinner. Brooke Renee Snyder. Jacob Lee Spray. Madison Jean Stanek. Roy Dean Stewart. Clayton Harry Stoscott. Kinsley Danielle Stufflebean. Nicholas Adam Thomas. Nina Ann Eltori Thomas. Samuel Earl Thomas. Eden Lena Marie Tracy.
Way to go, Eden!
It was worth it though. Erica Dawn Treasure. Anthony Joseph Trushinger. Isaac Denzel Van Dyke. Caden Blaine Van Siegel. Benjamin August Vazana. Clay Joseph Weiss. McKenna Ann Vorking. Michael Stewart Vorking. Slade Kenneth Weber. Carson James Westmoreland. Cynthia K. Wilcox. Logan Leo Williams. Zachary Lloyd Winkleman. Lathan J. Worthington. Caleb Matthew Yagi. Caden Lee Young. Will the graduates please stand and face the stands? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce the Kirksville High School graduating class of 2021.